Picture this: Edgar Schein stands in a bustling manufacturing plant in Pennsylvania, watching managers debate why safety rules are ignored despite countless warnings. The loud machines drown out voices, but he senses something deeper, a hidden web of shared beliefs that no policy memo can fix. What if culture, not strategy, is the real game changer in leadership? This question lingers, inviting you to peek behind the curtain of every organization you've ever known. Let's begin by unpacking what culture really means in companies. It's way more than slogans on walls. Understanding this unlocks how companies stumble or soar. At a manufacturing firm in Boston, Schein observed how workers resisted wearing safety goggles, not because they didn't want to protect their eyes, but because the unspoken rule was real men don't show fear. This assumption, invisible yet powerful, governed their daily behavior more than any written guideline ever could. Think of an iceberg. The parts you see above water are logos, dress codes, office layouts. Schein calls these artifacts. But below the surface lie deep beliefs and values that really steer actions. Just like spotting the top of an iceberg tells you nothing about the dangerous mass lurking underneath, seeing open-plan offices or casual Fridays won't tell you the true heart of an organization's culture. Once you realize culture is invisible yet all-encompassing, it becomes clear why efforts to change it through superficial measures often fail. Culture silently decides who's promoted, who's ignored, what's discussed around the water cooler, transforming your entire company's destiny without fanfare. So how does culture form, and more importantly, how can leaders shape it? Spoiler, it's not about memos or pep talks. At Hoffman La Roche, as Schein recounts, the CEO didn't just declare innovation is key. He spent nights on the lab floor, personally encouraging young scientists to take risks. His hands-on presence sent a clear message. This is a culture where experimentation is not only allowed but expected, shaping employee mindset far beyond official speeches. When a massive product recall threatened a pharma giant, leaders faced a crucible moment. Their transparent communication and commitment to safety underscored what values truly mattered, not just what was in the company handbook. This crisis peeled back the facade, revealing the authentic culture ingrained over decades. Without a credible leader backing cultural norms, employees see through lip service quickly. Schein emphasizes that leadership credibility acts like currency. When it's spent wisely by aligning words with actions, culture shifts become real, sustainable transformations rather than fleeting management fads. Changing culture sounds impossible, right? Schein argues it's tough but doable with the right approach and patience. Schein recalls working with a CEO who came in wanting rapid cultural overhaul. Instead of bulldozing old norms, he first immersed himself in understanding them, patiently listening and observing without judgment. This humility created respect and opened doors to gradual transformation, proving culture change is slow and requires empathy, not force. When a tech company hired outsiders to revamp its startup culture, the new leaders spent months learning the hidden assumptions guiding decisions, from how ideas got debated to who got credit. This deep dive avoided cultural clashes, enabling thoughtful tweaks rather than disruption. Finally, small, consistent behaviors, like encouraging risk-taking in one team or dropping rigid hierarchy expectations, ripple through the organization over months. Schein shows that subtle shifts, more than executive edicts, rewire culture sustainably, leaving everyone surprised at how much changed with so little fanfare. Remember that noisy plant in Pennsylvania where safety goggles were ignored? Culture was the real culprit, the invisible rules no rulebook could fix. But through leaders who act with authenticity and patience, who listen before they leap, culture can bend. Next time you lead or join a team, try this. Spend a week observing what's really valued, not what's posted on the walls. You'll start seeing the hidden currents that drive everything. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.